Well, here we are today at Bloomer's Floral Design with the owner, Mandy Williams. Mandy, thank you for being on the show today.
Thanks, I appreciate you asking me.
Yep, you guys might recognize her from previous shows, so we're excited that you're on the other end of the camera and we're interviewing you for your business.
It's exciting.
Good. Well, great. So tell us about Bloomers. When did you open? When was your first day here?
I opened on August 20th, 2014.
Wow. So you've already
Almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years. That is amazing. It's gone by fast, hasn't it?
It has flown by.
So you have a little background in the floral business. What made you decide to do the floral business? What's your background with that?
Well, my grandmother started a florist back in the 60s, and my dad grew up in it, and then when he went off to college, he met my mother, and they married, and they made their home, and she tried to give the florist to them as his inheritance. And they actually said, no, we've made our home. We're not going to go live beside Granny and run the family business. But anyway, she gave it to my aunt. My aunt had it for over 30 years. And then my cousin had it for a while. But we would go and help them on the holidays, you know, do Easter, Valentine's, Mother's Day. And so, you know, I say I helped. I ran around the shop, you know, I probably put together twig arrangements, you know. I just remember making arrangements, and they would be like, oh, that's beautiful, and put it out on the floor and jerk it off as soon as I left. But that's how we got started, you know. I mean, it was kind of fun, and, you know, just learning all the flowers and being in the industry that way. And then, you know, I got out of the industry for a while and did marketing and worked in the travel and tourism industry and hospitality industry for a number of years. And then, you know, that burning desire was always still there. And finally I got to a point where, you know, one day it was just, you know, an epiphany. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this. And that was on July 4th, 2014, when I woke up and I said, it's time. And so I put together the whole corporation and the shop, and I opened on August 20th, 2014.
That's a pretty fast timeline to have the conception of this idea and to put it into action.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's awesome.
So
that's
thank
great.
you. It was a lot of work, but it was fun. You know, it was like creating that passion. You know, every day it's not, I don't come to work. I come to a playground. You know, it's not somewhere where I feel like, you know, I'm sitting at a desk and I'm on a timeline. You know, yeah, I do advertising and I work with, you know, marketers. Now I'm on the other end of it as well, you know, whereas I used to be the one selling the advertising and selling the, you know, marketing or selling a resort or whatever and having to be on deadlines all the time. But not here. I mean, you know, a deadline is, yeah, I got to get this arrangement out by 2 o'clock, but you come in and you're like excited. You know, every arrangement's different. And that's one thing that I pride myself on. I don't, you know, everything that pretty much walks out my door is unique. Mm-hmm. I'm not part of any type of wire services or anything. I can do floral wires, but I'm not part of like FTD, Teleflora. Okay. But just because some of those kind of can be cookie cutter. Okay. You know, you use their containers, use their recipes, and I don't like that. Like this arrangement here, you know, I mean, that's not something, you know, if you walked in the door and said, I want something like that, I mean, I would make something similar, but it's not necessarily exactly, you know, the same piece that you would get all the time.
So tell us about the shop itself, because right now we're in your lobby, and you do more than just florals.
I do. I
have gifts as well.
have a small gift shop. Some of the brands that I do carry a mud pie line, and I really kind of focus in on the coastal part of mud pie, not so much, you know, the living with the clothing and stuff. I do the like kitchenware and dishes and dip bowls, but also, you know, I've created like an arrangement here with a dip bowl, but it's, you know, you could take that out if you really wanted to use it as the dip bowl.
Like
but
that.
Anyway, I do sell quite a bit of the mud pie line. I do carry some dish towels and pot holders and things to kind of accessorize with these kitchen accessories. I do carry, you know, wreaths and some wall art. But one of the other big lines that I carry is Tyler Candle. Mm-hmm. And Tyler Candle's out of Tyler, Texas. They actually have a big line. They carry lots of variety of scents, and I carry a number of their scents. Mm-hmm. They also carry the reeds,
that you put into the bottles that kind of absorbs the scent. And, okay.
Yep, they carry the reeds, and I have some of those. They also have Glamour Dew, which is nice, you know, especially if you're traveling and you know you're sharing a room with somebody and you need to have some scents there. Also, one of the biggest products they carry is their laundry wash. And so I do carry the laundry wash. It's blowing out the doors right now. And actually, I only have 4 scents right now, but it's their top 4 scents that they carry. this is Entitled, which is the candle that you smelled. I also carry Mango Tango, and Entitled and Diva. Diva is their #1 scent. So
Yeah, that's my favorite.
yeah, so come in and try it. I mean, it's good, like you said, to wash, your linens in, your towels in. I have a lady that uses it just for her fitness clothes. So it's a good product to use, or you could just wash your everyday clothes in it if you wanted to. But
Well, I'll be honest. When I walked in the door, the first thing I saw was the laundry detergent, and I come in here, pretty frequently, and I said, "This is new. I haven't seen this yet." And I said, "I've been looking for this exact product." I didn't know what the name of it was, but I knew what it looked like, and I didn't realize that it was produced by the same company that does the candles. So now I'm excited that it's here. And I told you, I said, detergent's not something you're always like looking to buy, but if you run into it, and so that's awesome that you carry it. So
yeah,
anybody that have used this Glamour Wash before, they'll know
and
how
if
much
you
it
want
is.
to try it, I'm happy and willing to give some samples, to go home and try it, because some people are like, okay, it's not necessarily the cheapest product on the market, but it's a little bit not so economical, but it's not so expensive that you can't afford it, but it's highly concentrated too, so you only have a little bit, so it does last a while. But I'm happy to give out samples for people to try it, so that they like it, they like the scent.
Now, if somebody is thinking ahead and they say they want something kind of particular, could they call you and say, "Mandy, I'd like something like this. Is this something you can kind of get in?"
Absolutely. You would not believe the amount of custom work that I have. I do carry pre-made arrangements on the floor that we've made, but at the same time, I have so many people that bring me pillows, curtains, paint samples. I do anything from dining room tables to wreaths for the doors to even just small wall arrangements we'll do, you name it. But the custom work is really big. So especially when people are not here all the time, they come in and they want to spoof up something. It's like, okay, they've rented their beach house all summer and this has been torn up. Now they need something new. So you're constantly flipping arrangements that way. But it's, and a lot of new people building homes. I mean, it's amazing how, building's starting to pick up in the area again. So a lot of people are, decorating, and so they'll come in here for ideas and get arrangements for their new home.
And so if someone is building a new home or they're involved in the process of whether they're the real estate agent or maybe they're an interior designer, maybe they can come in and kind of see what you have as well.
Absolutely.
I know your stuff here, you have great price points on things. So you've got very, like you said, more customized, but you also have things that are kind of ready to go that people can grab and put into a hostess gift basket. You have this Tyler candles in a smaller size, and you have lots of
Actually, we do a lot of gift baskets.
Yeah.
We do a tremendous amount of gift baskets. I mean, and they vary. One product that I forgot to mention that we do carry is our Carolina Concoctions line, which is our homemade jams, jellies, sauces.
So good. Yes.
Yeah, so we carry that product. So a lot of times when people call and ask about a gift basket, they'll ask about the products of the jams and jellies, but then, they want to add a candle. A lot of times they'll want to add a piece of mud pie. We carry a lot of spreaders. Like, for example, here's a little spreader here, and this is a cross, and it says spread strength. They may want to put that in there with the jelly.
That's a great idea.
But, even so, people will call and want fruit baskets, so we can do fruit baskets.
Okay.
We do a lot of snacks in it, because actually we get a lot of tourists that, like, their company, it might be we just sent one out on Monday, their top employee of the year was here on vacation.
Nice.
So they actually sent a gift basket to them, and they had a lot of product out of the store. We gave them a wine topper out of the mud pie. We have a nut bowl, and so they wanted like lots of snacks. So we have a cute little nut bowl that I sent. It was for a man, so we had to make it kind of masculine.
Oh, neat.
But he got a candle, and we did all kinds of snacks and the jams and jellies and salsa, and it was neat. So, we do a lot of that. At Christmas time, a lot of companies want to come in. We had one company this past year who came in and bought gift baskets for all their workers' spouses. So, that was fun to do, to do all the gift baskets there. So, I just had a price line that I worked with, and they let me pretty much put in what product I wanted.
That's great. So more than just flowers.
More than just flowers, I tell you. I mean, we try to capture it all. We do balloons now.
Okay.
At first, when we opened, we didn't really do balloons, and we didn't sell a lot. And now we do balloons, and I haven't so much advertised that. I'm getting ready
That's good to know.
launch that. But it's amazing how I bought these balloons, and the little bit I've talked about it, you know, just in the past 2 weeks, we've done huge balloon bouquets. You know, so
that is fantastic. That is brand new idea. Okay, great.
Like a little boy had a 2-year-old birthday,
Yeah.
and so you know, you don't give a 2-year-old boy a fresh arrangement. You give him balloons.
Well, I'm
So-
telling you what, I just had an idea with you saying that. I've got those Max and Aiden with their birthday coming up. What a great surprise to have something delivered to their school.
Yeah.
Well, Mandy, thank you so much. We're going to move into the back now, and we're going to
Okay.
actually put together a floral arrangement.
That's
So
right.
I am so excited because this is the part of the
Ready
job
to
that I
have
love.
fun.
So
Let's
let's go
go.
do it. All right, we're back here with you, Mandy, and we're going to put together a floral arrangement, which I'm going to attempt, so it will not be nearly as beautiful as something that you can do. So
Well,
what do we start with first?
all right. So we're going to do a cube arrangement today.
Okay.
And so here's our cube, and we've got our oasis in it. And our oasis, you can see the water line here. It's what holds your water.
Okay.
So it's actually, you know, it's not like the flowers aren't going into water. And, you know, there's different types of greens that you can use, but you usually want to start out with your greens and kind of build your base.
All right.
And so, you know, one of the things, and I've actually clipped, this is what you call baker fern or leather leaf. There's
All right.
a couple different names for it. And I've actually clipped parts of the leather leaf off just to use in the arrangement.
So where do I start with these? In the
All right.
top or the sides?
Usually you want to kind of start in the sides.
Like that?
Yep, like
Just
that.
kinda go all the way
You're
around?
going to kind of build it around.
All right.
And there again, you know, you may want to just use some of the baker for that, and then come in with, you know, like this is what you call
I get to
salau.
use some scissors.
Yep. So you may want to cut it there, and then put it in. You know, mix it
So
in.
put it like in the middle between or
I would
something?
use it the other way because that's the front end. Actually, you were right.
Oh, I was like, oh
I'm
no,
sorry.
I'm already messing up.
Nope.
So we can do
So
that.
you can use some of that.
Okay.
And here's another type of green if you want to clip off of it too. It has pretty little stalks here.
Oh, those are pretty little berries
Yeah,
on there.
and if you want to cut it right there, a lot of times too, you know, you might
sit
not
on-
have enough stem, so just, you know,
Oh, okay.
pull that off, and that'll give you enough stem to stick
So we're
in
gonna,
there.
so we'll do that around,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll have maybe something in the middle to.
Yeah, that'll give you your height and help you, you know, when you're building, you know, your arrangement. You want some greenery in the
This is real
in and
easy to
around.
stick through. It looked like it would be hard, but
Yeah.
it sticks right. All right. So what do we do next once we get our little
All
base
right.
going?
Yeah, once you get your base going, I mean, usually at this point, you know, you've already picked out your flowers, or you kind of have them in mind what you're going to use. Not always do I have the exact flower, but I'm a very visual person. I don't know how you are, but I can already envision the arrangement I'm making. So usually, once you have the greens in place,
All right.
you know, for example, like this is a gladiola.
All right.
That gladiola might, you know, is obviously too tall for that arrangement, but you may not want like your height. Like say this is a table arrangement for a wedding, for example. You know, you want it to be where the folks can look across
Yeah,
the
that's
table.
a big pet peeve when the flowers are way high
Yep.
and you can't see. You end up moving them anyway.
So I'll show you a way if you want. You can actually clip the glad, like if you want to clip it right here, and you clip it down as far as you can get it to that bulb.
So on the
that
stem,
balloon.
or, okay. So like right there.
Oh, you cut the stem.
I'm sorry. So right
yeah.
here. I feel like I'm gonna cut your fingers
That's
off.
all right.
These things are sharp.
They are sharp. So you know you want to stick that in the middle.
So I put it in the oasis
Yep,
part?
you put it in the oasis, and that still might be a little too tall. So you know, if it is, you can always. It's better to clip it tall than clip it short, because once
right.
it's clipped short, you're done with that. So anyway, you could go in here and clip it again and make it shorter if you wanted to.
Well, let's add some more flowers.
But another thing that you can do is now that you have like this one flower left, you can clip it and use it in the arrangement as well.
a finishing touch, which is a little accent of a ladybug enjoying these beautiful flowers. So Mandy, again, thank you so much for letting us be here today at Bloomers Floral Designs. I think we learned a lot about your business. Not only do you do floral, but you also have all the gifts and other things. So how can people find you if they need your services?
Okay, well, my address is 6741A Beach Drive Southwest, Ocean Isle Beach, North Carolina. It's on Highway 179 in between Sunset Beach and Ocean Isle Beach. I'm in Pineapple Plaza along with Body Edge Fitness Center. Roberto's is also next door. So you can also look at me on the web at www.bloomersnc.com. You can reach me by email at bloomersnc@gmail.com. Or you can call me at 910-575-4000.
Are you on Facebook?
I am on Facebook, so look at Facebook. I post a lot of pictures. We do a lot of weddings too. We do weddings, funerals, proms, you know, all sorts of things. You know, birthday parties and
well, great.
all types of events. So.
Again, thank you so much. It was a pleasure to be here and learn more about Bloomers Floral Designs today.
Thank you.
Thank you.